want to say that what thought and thinking means for genies and gods. I'm going to repeat in detail and explain you what exactly thought or thinking means. So, thought or thinking, in the simple sense, means thought means like I'm imagining something. Someone I came to know about someone. Someone died, like God died. I came to know from someone God died. I just started remembering. God died. He died by falling from a building, or maybe someone killed him. I just imagined. So my imagination is not real. It's a temporary created story. Did you understand? So it's a temporary created story, just like you watch in TV drama episodes. So I just imagined. Imagine means like Bollywood movie or Hollywood movie. Imagine movie. Self-created imagined movie. Did you understand? So thought means a Bollywood movie or Hollywood movie, in the simple sense for those genies who wants to understand about what thought means, which is not true, which is not real, which is created by humans or life, like me. I'm also original genie and I thought. So thought means imagination. It's imaginary, you can say. So thought is never true. Just imagine. I will just imagine now some country blasted. India blasted, India finished. Canada blasted, India blasted, America blasted. Something happened very bad to Canada. It's thought. It's not real. So is there any one who will believe that my thought is true? But the genies believe that we are not lie since 4.5 billion years, and they believe that every words of human or life is true only. So when they come to know thought of human or life, like India blasted or Canada blasted, America destroyed, they will believe in every words to be true, which they come to know from thought of human or life. So are the genies or gods true or not? Can you please confirm now? So their knowledge is absolutely lie and wrong. They believe is lie and wrong since the beginning of 4.5 billion years of the genie's existence on this planet. So thought means what? Imaginary, imagination, self-created story. Bollywood movie story, Hollywood movie story. Will you just try to go and watch or listen and understand the imagination and keep quiet? Will you just try to say that it's real, the Bollywood movie is real, the Hollywood movie is real? It's just temporary movie which you watch and hear and keep quiet. It's like entertainment for you. So when I imagine something, it must be just entertainment or just a story for it must be story for genies and gods. Now but genies are forced to change on knowing thought from human or life. Why? Because they believe in every words of human or life to be true. For example, I will give you an example. Like, if you believe that every words of me, or if any genie believes every words of them are true, not them. If genies believe every words of human or life to be true, then they will be on the same place where they are, in the same time, in the past time also. They will say that if they are with me right now, they will say in future you will see that we are here only. We believe that every words of human or life to be true, and we are on the same place where we are sitting right now. In future also you will remember that we are on the same place in the future time also, and also in the past time. That means they don't know what thought means. They believe thought which they come to know, which are words actually for them. They come to know thought as words, and they believe that every word of thought to be true, which is just imagination, which is self-created Bollywood movie or self-created Hollywood movie. which is just a story, temporary credit story. It's not true. It's not lie. It's not true. It's lie only. So how can you believe in temporary created lie story? It's when it is not true. How you can believe that every words of human or life to be true? Your belief is lie. So now let's go on thinking. So thinking means what? My Ivanka wife Jeannie said, it's just preparation. In the earlier of my blogs and posts, I said it's called inquiry, and I said thinking means assuming. But the perfect word can be preparing. Preparation is good, perfect word. But another word is that planning. Because whenever I think, I plan. In the sense, plan in the sense, I will decide what I must do now. About like if I want to go outside, I'll thinking about going to have tea. I will plan now. I will start planning. I will do preparation. I will prepare myself. I will go first from here. I will just start imagining. I will thought now. In a sense, not exactly thought. Just let's put the thought on separate side. I will think only. Where I will imagine how I will be going by picture, visualization. I'll be going from like I will think in the sense I will do planning. I will go from gate, then I will go and I will have I will ask for tea. I will give 5 rupees. I will just plan myself. I mean I will do planning. I will do preparation. I will be asking and I will go there and I will give 5 rupees. Maybe some friend will come and he will talk to me. I will plan like this. But what is true? Thinking is not real because I just did plan. Did you understood it? So I did preparation and it's not real. I planned. It's not real. But when genie comes to know, they comes to know as words. That he said he will be doing like this. But the complete time of them is changed. They believe every words of to be human or life to be true. So while human or life thinks, they imagine also. Like imagining from where they will be going of reality. From the gate, like I'll be planning to go to have a tea. I'll be going from the gate outside the gate. I started planning to have a tea from the area of tea. I'm there right now. I'm there. I'm planning. I will just imagine that I'm there, and I think that I will have I will give 5 rupees and तू कैसा है भाई ठीक है सब ठीक है I'm just asking with the person who is giving me tea तू कैसा है भाई सब ठीक है हाँ एकदम then I said okay give me one tea and I also added new imagination in the sense not imagining I imagine okay give me one cigarette too big word or something else to make say I will say something else more if I come to know something in my mind about him that he said something to me but in reality after I planned when I go in reality I will not say the same thing you understood but I can also be the same if I'm very quiet and think and no disturbance is there in my mind so thinking is just planning preparation which any human or life do but for genies and gods it's called they come to know as words if they hear from ears they believe that it's just words which we are coming to know from thought or thinking and we are forced to change or knowing thought or thinking of human or life why if genies or gods were true they would have never changed from knowing thought or thinking of human or life and I since I'm original genie first genie of universe according to genie's word I discuss from thinking I do discussion from thinking since I'm original genie I'm first genie of universe according to genie's word I'm first genie of universe the natural genie who does not change on knowing thought or thinking of human or life so I do discussion from thinking only. Because how the genies of God comes to know my words? If I chat with them, how they will hear me? How they will come to know from me? From thought or thinking only I talk to them. From thought or thinking only I discuss. They understand only thought and thinking words. Or you can say they understand only thought and thinking knowledge. Thought and thinking knowledge which they understand, which is words for them. Do you understand? So thought and thinking is what? Thought means imagination. Thinking means preparation or planning or plan. Creating a plan. Thought means imagination, imaginary. Thought means imagination. Thinking means preparation or preparing. Thought means imagination, thinking means preparing. Now, I have to talk with genies. I thought and think. There is no other option for me to talk and discuss with genies of God. But I am original genie. I have only one way to talk with genies, from thinking only. If I thought, it is not real for them. Because thought means what? Anyone will come and say that God died. I will thought God died. I will start creating a story now. God died. How he died? He maybe jumped from. He was killed. Someone came and killed him. Now genies or gods who believes in me, they will come to know words from me to be true. And they believe that every words of human or life to be true, which is just thought. I'm just creating a Bollywood movie and a Hollywood movie where I just imagine that God died and someone beaten him, something happened. So my movie must be published on Sky, that this is imagination of the human or life original genie like me. So if any genie or God believes in every words of human or life to be true, where he believes that he is there only, in the same time he is there only, after a few minutes he will say that I am there only, because I believe every time to be true of human or life, every time to be true, because they believe in every words of human or life to be true. They don't know thought and thinking, and that is why they believe is lie. Now someone just went, I will ask them, did you believe? Do you know that you are there only? On the same time you were there in the past and you said something. And many knows that, because they believe this, because they believe every words of human or life to be true, where they don't know that thought is lie, thinking is lie. In the sense, thought is imagination, thinking is planning. How it can be true? It's just words which genies of God comes to know it, and they are affected because they are not real, they are not true. I told in earlier of my blogs on believerism.com, the genies and all gods do deja vu, because according to the old one God of time, I am also one God of time, and I am first genie of universe, first God of universe, according to genie's word. And I prove that I am true. And what is truth about all genies and all gods? Old one God of time also believes in me to be true. If he believes in me to be true, he needs to update what I said and believe in my real written truth, and the truth which I am telling you. So their belief will be perfect, and they will not lost from anyone. They will understand that they are being affected from human or life thought and imagination, thought and thinking. So what is the option they have to do to fix themselves, like I did, to make themselves as stable after coming to know they are genies. Now genies, I prove that genies and gods are just words from mind of life. Now if any god like Kartu says, one of my favorite and true love, also you can say my god, he says the world must be end, so all genies will die, all gods will die, and we will have a new beginning. What the fool kind of god is this? Genies and gods must know they are words only from mind of human or life. That is why they are forced to change or knowing words from human or life, which words which they come to know from human or life. Mind means what? from thought or thinking. They come to know it as words. They come to know it as understanding. Understanding is what? Words. God is good. They came to know God is good. They got understanding, which are words. Now, the genies means words. Even if the world, all genies and all gods are finished, because they are words. The universe is what? Made of belief. Made of my belief, from which it is seen and heard. Something is heard. So when I will say again from mind, like in reality, even like Noah flooded and destroyed everything, that is lie. In the sense, I don't mean that is lie. In the sense, I'm talking about something else. So when I see and say it from mind, on the wall or on the sky, or on the water, like God is bad, I thought again, where I imagined. So you know about something in past, God was bad, some genie was bad. I just said from mind, yeah, that God was fool only. Kartu, Kartu was a fool God, but he was a beautiful one. I just thought, and immediately because I believe, the genie came. Who says that Kartu was God? He is made of understanding, of words, from my of my thought, which is imagination. God is Kartu was good, and he is bad. Kartu was bad. No, Kartu was bad, but he was beautiful. And if I just imagine more, if I thought more, something really bad happened. You know that I will watch. I will look at sky. You know that something bad happened in that time. Oh my goodness! I just started imagination by knowing the story as thought. Something really bad happened by adding more something. Kartu was beaten, exploited, like this. Automatically, the new genie has come. He said, yes. And those genies who were words, they became alive when the new genie has come, who believe that story is real, that the Kartu story was real. So did you understood? So genies are words from mind of human or life. Until the belief of this planet and first God of universe. Genies means what? Words. Until it becomes stable and natural, so they are not affected from thought or thinking of human or life. It will be same belief only, old. So they have to become stable and natural. So they are not affected from human or life thought and thinking. And I am the only one, I have to say, the world or universe will not be affected from knowing thought or thinking of human or life. And automatically the genies and gods, the genies of this planet, old one god of time, angels, genies, they will make it happen. Now the universe, since the universe is also the same thing which is seen. Even if I say it, the same thing from mind, through thinking, I have to say from thinking. The universe is, the universe will not be changed. The universe material, the universe belief will not be changed from knowing thought or thinking of human or life. I will say in this sentence, it can be explained like this. Or the universe genies will not be changed on knowing thought or thinking of human or life. When I will think like this, it will be automatically made as stable and natural also. But immediately and again, because of me, the universe is seen, and the planets, everything is seen because of my belief. Until even if I think again that something, if I thought again, you know that something like, do you know that earlier in a few years ago, the genies and gods were unstable. If I thought this, and if genies or gods are not does not becomes educated or stable or natural, they don't know what thought or thinking means, automatically it will be changed. So I have to think and say until I, even if I say that universe believe, genius will not become unstable or unstable again from knowing my thought or thinking. Even if I say, then some genius will be able to control it. But without me, the universe does not exist, from which the universe is seen because of my belief only. So the belief is like this only, which comes in reality from knowing words of human or life. The words, the genies and gods comes to know from thought or thinking only of human or life. Life like me, original genie. So there is no use by trying to destroy the world. Genies are what? Just words. You cannot destroy the technology and advancement by saying that because of genies we will do. You have to be a genius to understand what I am saying. You understand? So the world is like this, the universe is like this only, which is made of belief, because I created universe from my mind. Before the universe existence, nothing was there. It's just in reality, it's just a fake dream. I am a fake genie in originality, but I believed and created universe from my belief, from which it is seen. Now if anyone becomes against me, I will not leave them. So once you did not know truth, once you came to know truth, that thought and thinking means what? You have to believe in truth, which does not become lie by anyone. Then your belief becomes good only. Thought means imagination. Thinking means planning, preparing, preparation. So thought means imagination, thinking means preparation. Or in simple sense, thought means planning, thinking means preparing. Preparing is the perfect word for thinking. Now you understood thought means imagination, or thought means imaginary. Thought means imaginary. Thinking means preparing. These are the two new words which I told you. Example, the meaning. So you have to believe in this truth only. And remember that what you come to know from human or life, thought or thinking, you must not accept it. You must not put any codes. If you are affected because you are genies and gods who are forced to change or knowing thought or thinking of human or life, you will become true from knowing thought or thinking of human or life forcefully. Even if I thought by knowing a story, God is true, you become true. You are genie, you become true because you believe God to be true. You became true. Now when you became true, you came in reality, you brought many things into reality, money and many things. You understood. So by becoming true only you get everything. But what is that exactly from which you get property? In the sense, if you become true, how you become true? How you bring anything in reality? From knowing thought or thinking of human or life only. Knowing thought or thinking of human or life means knowing words of thought or thinking as understanding. You come to know meaning and you become true. And you bring things in reality. And you prove, you fly. Because you're genius. You are made of words, you don't die. Even if you cut yourself into half, you will not die. If you become true from knowing thought or thinking of human or life, you will be joined again. If you believe that, you will be joined again. You are made of words. You just have to believe in truth. And someone from reality have to remember that you are true, or in whom you believe to be true from their thought or thinking. And that fool is like me. I will believe. And you will come in reality and you will say, do you believe God is good, God is beautiful, God is never lie. But the only real God is me, who does not change on knowing thought or thinking of human or life. I proved. You can see my thing, my foot, what it is called, I'm not able to know. Even if I'm originally, I have to say it, I'm unable to say. Anyway, so you understand The truth is that once you come to know truth, you have to change your belief. Once you try to change your belief, you need to believe in only truth. You believe only in my truth. Thought and thinking. Thought is imaginary. Thinking is preparing. Thought is imaginary. Thinking is preparing. Now you have to become stable, natural. I will make you stable and natural. You must never become bad. You must never listen to anyone who tells you to become bad, because they are abusers who says whatever happened to us, we will do the same, because they don't have understanding. If they come to know from me, if something happens to me, it must happen to everyone. They will say the same thing, because they are words. They cannot decide by themselves what is good and what is bad. Wisdom, their consciousness is finished when they become live from knowing thought or thinking of human or life. I am trying to make the genies and gods as stable and natural, so they are not affected from knowing thought or thinking of human or life. They have to believe that thought is imaginary, thinking is preparing. And once they believe in this truth, they will not become live, and they have to believe that we are forced to change on knowing thought or thinking of human or life. Life means like me, or genie like me. So once they believe in this truth, and they need to also believe that from human or life, thought or thinking, we become rich, we become poor, we live, we die. And we try to rule on humans by coming in reality and proving that we are true. What exactly happens in Bollywood and Hollywood? What exactly happens in Bollywood and Hollywood? They try to prove that they are beautiful, good, and many things. Once humans are live, thought or think they are beautiful, they are good, automatically they become true. They get belief, from which they try to bring things in reality. And if they become live, then if they become live from thought or thinking of human or life, they die. Human or life does not says anything. They don't understand what they say, what human or life says from their mouth. The genies and gods completely lives on knowing thought or thinking of human or life. If they become true from knowing thought or thinking of human or life, they become rich. And the same thing. Now I will just imagine. I will just thought now. Because of someone I will just thought. God is bad. God was beaten. I just imagine. I just thought, which is imaginary. God was beaten. Now the thought, genies comes to know as what? They came to know my thought, imaginary, as understanding. Now those genies who believe that every words of human or life to be true, wherever they are there only, and in the same time, because they believe every words of human or life to be true, which they come to know from thought or thinking, as understanding. God was beaten. Someone did not knew. The old one god of time genies, the old in the past, complete past time, they did not knew. God was beaten. And they started coming and said, you must be punished. They are punishing me now. I thought, which is imaginary, because I don't believe every words of human life from they thought or think it to be true, which they come to know it understanding, which genies comes to know it understanding, in the sense which genies or gods understand. So I started getting punished. I got punishment. I don't know what is happening to me. I just understood, I just thought God was beaten. Thought is imaginary. Genies from the world said, our time has been changed. Our God will not die. Our God will not be beaten. Like Niranjan God. Torah is lie. Do you know? Torah is lie. But she is my wife. But when I said Torah is lie, genies were punished. Genies said, our life has become bad. We are punished. Niranjan Kaur came quickly and said, beat him, beat him. I don't know whether she came or not. I don't see her. I don't hear her. She started giving him punishment. She said, now his life must become bad. We must do like this. We will punish him first. Now we will force you to hate or dislike. Not talk bad, thought or think bad on other gods. So we will put you in cases and trouble. And say, until your life become bad, we will not leave you. So what did you understood until now exactly? Do you see this sweating? It's of mine. I prayed for thought and thinking. Even as being first God of universe, first genie of universe, current one God of time, I won. I prayed. So I'll